Hello Kindred Soul, Rendina Marie here, Queen of Rapid Transformation. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here today, and I'm excited that you clicked on this video because today I am going to teach you a powerful manifesting technique that is going to change your life forever. It is one that I have used for a while now that has helped me to manifest some miraculous things into my life, and also many people that I have taught this to. And it's one that you're going to use to see noticeable change in your life today. Now, this technique is very scientific. It's different than anything that's out there. It combines several processes and techniques into one. And I'm going to share this with you today so that you can begin to manifest the life of your dreams now and not later. So let's dive in. So if you listen to Ariana Grande at all, you know that she sings about writing love letters to the universe. She also sings about meditation, and that is another video. And today we're going to talk about those love letters to the universe. Now, she doesn't go in and tell you how to do it. Fortunately, there are many of us out there in the world that are already doing this, that know how to do it, that can share with you too the processes. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to go over that. I'm very excited for you. I hope that you have a pen and paper and that you take notes on this video because this is going to be a pivotal change in your life. So this is going to be something that changes the way that you feel instantaneously. And every time that you read this letter, you're going to feel the emotion of love. Now, if you know the emotion of love, it is the highest vibration on the planet. It's the highest frequency, and it's the one that will manifest all your desires for you so fast. Now, the key is to be in alignment, right? We all know that. In the law of attraction world, you know like attracts like. To be in alignment, you are going to attract the things that you want to call into your life. Now, this process keeps you in alignment because you're going to be doing it in the morning and you're going to be doing it in the evening. And it's something that you're going to look forward to because you're going to feel so good when you do it. First of all, it's very important to know what it is that you want to manifest. More importantly, you have to know how you want to feel, right? Like the feeling is the indication of what it is that you're going to experience. So this has to be so crystal clear because it is akin to creating a blueprint for a building that you're going to build. You are creating a foundational blueprint for your life. So the more specific you are, the better. And the faster it will appear in your life. So you know that love is the highest frequency on the planet. We've already gone over that. And in its purest form, it vibrates so fast that it's the energy that heals. So when you use your morning time to write a letter of love to the universe about the things that you already have, the things that you desire to have, and then more of some of the things that you already have, you charge it all with that love energy. And you blur the lines of reality and dreaming all in one shot. If you haven't heard of the book, The Magic, I highly recommend it. In fact, it's my #1 recommendation. I have a free magic challenge on my website, www.rendina.co, that you can follow along. It's free. All you have to do is input your name and your email address so that it can send you the daily prompts to take that practice to the next level and hold you accountable to finishing it. Please go there after this video and sign up. I also do share some extra manifesting techniques in there with you. So if you want to change your life for the long haul, then I would go ahead and do that. So I've been writing gratitude every morning for several decades now because I learned the power of gratitude and how it does change your life. You know the law of giving and receiving. So when you're giving gratitude, you're going to receive back that which you're giving. And it feels so good to do it. And in fact, my life is unrecognizable today to what it was when I first started this practice, and it's almost unbelievable. So my first love letter to the universe was inspired by Abraham Hicks, where I heard an audio of them. If you have not heard Abraham Hicks yet, go on YouTube right now and start listening. They are the most profound spiritual teachers on the planet at this time. Well, I was listening to a video, an excerpt that they had from one of their workshops, and there was this man that had come up and he was talking about how he wrote this letter to them and that all he had to do, that they had instructed him that all he had to do was get happy and get in alignment, and even if that meant petting his cat, because that's what made him the most happy. And he wrote some of the most ridiculous things in this letter to Abraham that he had written. And he even wrote in the letter that he was going to be there one day talking to them. Well, he did end up there talking to them on stage, reading them this letter, that everything had manifested, and it was just as a result of him writing this letter and petting his cat. And so I remember hearing that, and this was decades ago, and I was like, wow. I'm going to do it. So I wrote out a letter, and now at this point in time, this was a while ago, so I only wrote out one letter, and I would read the letter every morning and every night. And then it got to the point where I just kind of put the letter away and didn't read it anymore. Well, the things that were on that letter, when I found that letter, I was moving one day, really did manifest. And so fast forward all this time later, gratitude has been such a major part of my life. It's something I do every single day. I do not skip it. And I was also knowing the difference between gratitude and appreciation, hearing Abraham talk about the different vibrational nuances of gratitude and appreciation. And so going into appreciation, because appreciation and love are very close to the same vibration, and gratitude is a very good thing to start to get you out of that energy, out of the older energy and into the new. And it still has some kind of tag of I'm so grateful for this because now I'm not living that anymore. So you're kind of just still creating this duality. When you can move into states of love and appreciation, you're in a higher vibration, and that's what these love letters to the universe do. So fast forward to probably about 6 months ago, I found this book called The Path to Wealth by Mae McCarthy, and it is one of the best books that I've ever read on money and manifesting and wealth. I'll put an image of it here and link it down below for you also, so that you can also get that. And when I was reading this book, she talked about writing letters to her CSO. So her CSO was Chief Source Officer. She was really into business. And so she had several businesses that she was running. Her life was full. You know, she would go through these experiences where she would write letters to the CSO, and then she would fall off, and then she would get into, you know, some more contrast energy, and then she'd remember to do it again, and she'd start doing it again. And so the gist of it is she would sit down every morning, and she scheduled it in her calendar where she would write a letter to her CSO, where she would write 4 things that she was thankful for. Then she would write out the things that she was thankful for that hadn't yet happened. Well, what started to happen for her was that all the things that hadn't yet happened started happening. So she made this CSO letter writing practice a part of her life. So for me, I was like, oh wow, I'm in business, I have businesses, it's going to be a really good thing for me. So I sat down and I started writing out my letter to the CSO. And I loved writing the letters to the CSO. And for me, there was just something that was missing, right? I needed something more concrete. And then I was also doing my gratitude in addition. So my morning practice became like 3 hours of just manifesting techniques and doing the different things I do to get in alignment. And it was just too long. So I was like, okay, I need to find a way to combine all these processes. So I got all of these processes, and I'm like, okay, so these love letters, first of all, I need to write it to the divine spirit, because divine spirit, God's source, that energy really gets my heart, right? That's who my counterpart is. That's who I manifest with. That's who I believe in, right? God, unity, that energy. And so I started writing my love letters to that energy, doing the 10 things that I would be grateful for, all in my letter. And what I would do is I would break it apart, right? Because what I found with writing the thank you for all the things that I already had felt real, right? Like that felt real. And then the thank you for the things I didn't yet have felt only like 50% real. I still could feel like maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So I knew that my subconscious mind was not accepting it in its totality yet. So I'm like, okay, there has to be some other way to do this. And I'm like, oh, in my courses with gratitude, which manifests things for people so quickly, we do 5 things we're grateful for, 5 things that we are grateful for that are happening in the future, and then 3 things that we're grateful for now. So it blurs the lines of real and not real. So this is what I'm going to invite you to do. When you're writing out your love letter for the universe, you're going to address it to whatever that higher power is that you believe that is actually, you believe is going to bless you. Whatever it is, you can even write it to someone who's passed on, because they are in the unseen helping you, whether you know it or not. You can write it to your spirit guide. You can write it to the God of your heart, as long as you believe that that being, that person, that thing is going to assist you, right? So you're writing out these love letters to this beautiful energy, and you're thanking it, and thank you for, and then writing out what you're thankful for, or I'm so happy and grateful for, and then you want to make sure that you add the why. I'm so happy and grateful for because of this, right? Like, I'm so thankful that you blessed me with my beautiful dog because I love her so much. She's so cute. And so you do that, and you're writing it in a letter format, like you're writing a love letter to the universe, because that's what you're doing. And then you go in and you say thank you for the things that are coming in the future, right? And And this is something that I do all the time. It's how I've manifested so many things in my life that I've wanted. So going into a future experience, I'm in the process of creating this beautiful, amazing course. So I'm thanking for the women that are going to be a part of this, right? I'm thanking for the experiences I'm going to have. I'm thanking for the experiences I have already had with the women in my courses and all the results that they've gotten. And this is also something that I do before every course, whether it's a free course, a paid course, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Even for clients that hire me, that I help them in their business mentoring to go to the next level or discover their soul's purpose, whatever it is, I always write out a script before I start working with them of how it's going to go and how it's going to unfold and how it's going to end. And every single time that is exactly how it goes. So you want to start getting more deliberate with your life. Instead of letting life live you, you want to start living life. Now, this is so important for you to do at this point in time, because we can see collectively that shit is hitting the fan. A lot of people, maybe even including you, are just going through the dark night of the soul, where they're starting to realize all these things that are happening in the world that were hidden before, and now they're being seen, okay? And that is very disturbing to a lot of people, because a lot of people want to put their head in the sand and not see the things that are happening in life so that they don't have to do anything about it. But we can't do that anymore. And what is important for you is to maintain your vibration so that you can also help the others. And if you're watching this video, I know that you're someone who wants to better your life. I know you are, you wouldn't be here watching this. So tune into that energy and know that you're not only doing this for yourself, you're doing this for them. Right? You're doing it for the collective. You're doing it for everybody, which is also going to help you feel better too in the process. So when you're writing out the things that you want to experience, whatever it is, it could be the same thing every day, or you can switch it up and do something different every single day. It really doesn't matter, because the energy that you're putting into it, you're going to manifest. And so when you're writing it, especially in blue pen, because your mind is a photographic memory, and if it's in color, it stands out more, right? The blue color stands out more. So you want to be writing this, you're giving your subconscious mind a map. You're telling it what you want it to do, and then your subconscious mind says, oh, this is what we're doing. And then it goes to work, working with this universal intelligence to bring you what it is that you want to experience, right? You're giving it a map by writing it out, and you're writing a love letter to the universe. This is exactly what you're doing. So as you're going through, you're saying all the things that you want to experience, and then you go into the bottom portion and you write out a few more things that you're grateful for now. It could be, I'm grateful for the warm shower that I had. I'm grateful for the beautiful bed that I have. I'm grateful for my animals or my family. Whatever it is that you are grateful for, finish it with that. And then at the bottom, you're going to say, for all this good and more, I give great thanks. Thank you for my wonderful day today of joy, love, and laughter. The unfoldment was amazing. It's important that you finish with that, because when you do that, you're setting yourself up to have a good day every single day. And even if something goes awry during the day, you still will catch yourself. And by the end of the day, you will be able to look back and be like, wow, I really did have an amazing day today. This will lift your spirits. It increases your dopamine and serotonin levels. It transforms your neuronal programming to start to wire you to think more positively and more beneficially for your body. Your cells relax, your body relaxes, your chances of getting sick are like zero, because now your DNA is relaxed, you're not in a fear-based state. And then you sign the letter in love and then write your name. Then you go back over it and you read it out loud and you feel it. Now you want to get into the feeling state of this. Now, one of the things that helps me to do this is when I'm reading it, I'll go line by line, and then I'll say, I accept my good. I'll say that, right? I'll feel into it. So if I'm wanting to manifest, a lot of women benefiting from this course that I'm experiencing or that I'm creating, I'll say, I accept that so many women are benefiting from this. And when you say I accept, it creates an opening, right? You want to accept where you are. The reason we get stuck in the pattern of recreation is because we are not accepting, we're rejecting where we are, and resistance creates persistence, right? Whatever you resist persists. So when you're in a state of acceptance, and I invite you to practice acceptance all day long. I would even write it on my mirror if I were you. You are in a state of allowing it to flow through, right? And then the things that you are calling into being have a higher chance of taking hold, because you're not spending so much of your time in resistant energy blocking it. Now that's what blocks your good from coming to you, the energy of resistance. And when you can get into a state of flow and let that resistance flow out of you by accepting wherever you are, whatever life you're experiencing, what ends up happening is the flow then gets moving and that clog leaves, and then what you're calling in can come to you even faster. So I invite you to do this every single day. Set your heart intention on it. Read it in the morning. Read it at night. The reason you want to read it in the morning, right when you wake up, is because that is when your subconscious mind has a gap, right? You're going from subconscious back to conscious. And there's a gap in there where you are programming your subconscious mind. It's even important for you to listen to some type of binaural beat or hypnosis from a trusted source as you're falling asleep and as you're waking up to really program yourself very quickly. Now, I had a tumultuous and tragic life experience most of my life. Every single year, something major was happening. I was shattered and broken. It would have taken me lifetimes to transform what was programmed in my subconscious mind if I wasn't doing these things, right? You want to listen to your subconscious mind and look around and see what it's telling you. You also want to make sure that you're listening to these binaural beats or hypnosis as you fall asleep, because you go to the direct to the tape player and reprogram it. You're going to have a better life and a happier life. Now, one of the things that I want you to know is you do not want to try to read this letter when you're not feeling good, when you're feeling like shitty, right? You don't even want to do it because you're just going to put negative energy into it. If you feel that way, you either need to take a nap, or you need to listen to some brainwave entrainment or a meditation, or write out your just regular gratitude. I am so happy and grateful now that Now, if you start the magic practice and you do this love letter to the universe, you're going to manifest some phenomenal things regardless of what the world is going through, regardless of your current economic situation, regardless of the world economic situation. It doesn't matter. Remember, we're all governed by the law of attraction. So when you are in that high vibrational state, you're going to call things to you to keep you up. Have you ever heard that? You can't get hungry enough to feed the poor. You can't live in poverty enough to help the poor. Like, you just can't be that way. You have to be the one that thinks your way out of it so that you then can reach back and help them do the same thing. That is how we're going to rise collectively. It's the only way we're going to rise collectively. And it's up to you to do it. You are the one that is being taught these practices. You're the one that has the pen in your hand. When you allow yourself to have your good, you're allowing yourself to be in a higher vibrational state so that we can all have good. And this is how we're going to get through this collectively, by you following your heart and your intentions and doing these practices to live a better life so that you can affect those in your family, those who are your friends, and everyone else in the world, because your energy amplifies out. They say that one person affects 1,000 people within their radius. That's a lot of people that you can impact just by doing these things. So I hope that you take this to heart, reading it in the morning, reading it at night. Like I said, you can write one letter and keep that letter and then write a separate letter every day. That's what I do. I wrote one main letter. I read that every morning, every night. Things manifest for me. I feel better. I feel in a higher vibrational state. I'm starting to move on things that were sitting dormant for a long time. Now I'm receiving all this inspired energy to do it, to move forward with it. And this is what will also happen for you too. And then things will start manifesting for you out of the blue. Like, one of the things I wrote on there was that I receive unexpected checks in the mail because it's the easiest one for me. I received a refund in the mail from 10, 15 years ago that I didn't even know I was going to receive, and it came in the form of a check. So it's like little things that you see start to happen. Finding money on the street, someone will gift you some money, you'll get another job opportunity. Amazing things will happen for you when you start to work with the universe rather than working against it. So use this process because it is going to change your life. It is going to take it to the next level. I'm so excited. Comment below your stories, what experiences you have. You can email me, you can contact me. You can find my contact information at randina.co. Go there, do the free magic. It is more than worth it. Your life will transform just by doing that alone. And allow yourself to live in the magic every single day. Write your love letters to the universe. The universe is giving you signs. You will see it happen. You will see the things that you write out come to pass. It will feel so good for you to do these things. So make sure that you stick to it, right? And also tuning into your appreciation and your love for the things that you have in your life is going to radically transform your life. So in recap, the amazing reason that you want to do this is because when you're writing, you're using your creative faculties. You're connected to your right brain, your intuition, you're exercising and processing that part of your brain. You're connected to divine wisdom. Your intuition will become stronger. You'll strengthen your connection with spirit. Second thing, you are programming your subconscious mind with a map and giving it instructions on what to bring you. Third thing, you're getting out ahead of it and creating a beautiful day. And number 4 is you are training your brain to think a certain way. You're creating your life deliberately rather than your life creating you or being in that hypnotic rhythm of automatic negative thoughts. 80% of the patterns and programming that we have, 80+%, are limiting and negative, right? The autopilot thoughts that we think, most of them are limiting and negative unless you become the master of your mind. And this is one of the ways that you can do it. This is a powerful process that will change your life in only a few minutes a day. So have fun writing your love letters to the universe, and if you got any value at all out of this video, share it, like it, subscribe. I have more videos coming. I'm very excited to be able to be on this journey with you and share what I know that works for me, for you, so that we can all do this together, because together we rise. I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a beautiful day, beautiful time. Let me know how it goes. Bye.